Hi everyone, I'm sharing with you 3 things to make today. The first one is the pink cushion for the sewing machine. And the second one I'm using scrap fabric also and I make the drawstring bag for gift bag. And also the third one I'm using the scrap fabric to make the bracelet, the fabric bracelet or the bangle. Let's try the first one. This one I cut it 4.5 inches by 6 inches. You can make it 4 by 6 if you like to. And I'm gonna fold the right side facing in. This fabric is so beautiful, and so the right side facing in. You can do any. This is like little hanging around, and then you're gonna fold the long side in half just to mark the center. Okay, so I have cut in here 10 inches of a quarter of an inch elastic on the right side. And you clip this. Put the rest in there. Make sure you don't twist. The fold, you don't need to sew. You sewed it here, a quarter of an inch, sewed it down, go to here, leave about 2 inches open, and then go to here, sewed it up, and sewed it up here. After I sew around and I left it here 2 inches open, I'm gonna go and trim a little bit at the corners. That is that. I finished everyone, and then the thing is in the back. This fabric, I love it so much. It's so beautiful. It's white, simple, but it's so pretty. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my sewing machine that my mother-in-law gave it to me. So I'm going to put it in here. So I go underneath here, go and throw everything here. Just let it go through. Go on the top. She can't sew anymore, so she gave it to me. Okay, so go into here. I'm gonna go in the front, and this one is going to stay in the front for me. The best thing is about the elastic, so it's like stretch whatever. Just like that. So I have my thing, everything I need, and then the pin is right here, because every time I do and I just put on the table, even though I have this thing right here, but it's much easier. I'm gonna move one over there and then I keep one here. So this is just for the pin. Isn't that so cute? Make this for a gift, or you can sell this. So cute. Like that, everyone. Just a little fabric that hang around. Don't throw it out. Make something. Give it to your friend that sew. You know, whoever sew, give them an idea how to do this, or you can give it to them and they figure that out, how to make this. So cute. And let me show you another one using the small fabrics, scrap fabric. You see how cute that is? That is just so adorable. So there's another one that I'm sharing with you using the little fabric that you have around. The first one I'm cutting the one solid color, 7 inches, and going down 7 inches in the quarter. And here I have two fabrics. The size is 3.5 inches by 7 inches. So I'm gonna place this end like this together, the 7 inch that match with the 7 inches here. This is cute that I get rid of my little fabric around. And then the second piece I'm gonna place on this side. And then you're going to sew a quarter up and inseam allowance. You're gonna sew this line and this line. So sew that and sew this. Everyone, after I sew, I press on the side here. You can just press, you don't need the iron, and then you turn into this side. And then I'm going to fold it in half, and I make sure this, I'm going on the right side right now, so I can mark the line where I'm going to sew the lace in here. So let's just mark 1 inch on each side. 1 inch and 1 inch. So I'm gonna go and draw the line so I know exactly where I sew on the line. You do the same thing to this side. You don't need to sew the lace, then you don't have to, the ribbon, the lace, whatever you call. And I connect this. Both sides are the same. Okay, so I'm gonna go and cut this lace. This one I'm going to sew from one side to the other side on both ends. So I'm gonna place it in here, sew it to there, and then on this side sew to this one. So whatever ribbon you have, you feel free to use it. So I'm using this one, and I'm going to sew right on the line there, like this, and sew all the way, and then I cut this, and then I go to this side, and then I sew it again this way. I sew on this side too. Everyone, after I sew the lace on this side and then that side, I'm going to place the right side to the right side, and you're gonna make sure that the sew line on here that matching. Start from 1 inch that we left it open. We're going to sew a quarter up and in all the way down. Here, start from 1 inch, go all the way down. And I also cut the fabric here for the lining. This one, 7 inches wide by 12 and 3/4 up an inch. I'm going to fold the right side to the right side. Fold the right side to the right side. And then from that 1 inch, you're going to sew it down a quarter up and in. You're gonna sew it down, and then you're going to leave about 2 inches open, and then you're going down this way. So this, and then on this side, it from that 1 inch, you're going to go down a quarter up and in. So on the side, so all the way on this side, but this side you leave this one 2 inches open. So everyone, after I sew the start from the inch, 1 inch down all the way, and on this side same thing. I'm gonna go and trim this area, and then you're going to press where you mark when you sew an inch. It's right on the top here. You can press all around if you want to, but usually I don't do that. So like this, quarter up and end on both sides. Same thing to here. That quarter up and end seam allowance, fold it up. And then on this side, do same thing, fold it up. You can hold both like this, and then you can press at the same time, just like so. It's gonna be nice. So lift this up, top stitch here, and then do this on this side, top stitch this side, the quarter up and end right here, top stitch this, and then top stitch on this one. Also do the same thing to the lining piece. Top stitch on this one, this one, and this one. Also on the bottom here, that where we box the bottom of this, I have cut in here 3/4 of an inch by 1 inch. So I'm going in 3/4 of an inch, and I go down 1 inch because we have a 1/4 of an inch here. You can't, you don't want to do 1 inch and 1 inch. Okay, so 3/4 of an inch going in, 1 inch going down. Do the same to here. This is very easy. You're doing that to the main side. I'm showing you this because we don't want to be here that long. I don't want to cut this one, but I'm gonna do this for you to see. The 3/4 of an inch going in, 1 inch going down, just like that. Do this corner right here and meet the corner over here, because I don't want to cut everyone, but if you want to cut, go for it. So like that. Okay, quarter, corner, sew this, and then over here, the corner here, meet the corner over here. So do the same thing to here, that two side here. Everyone, after I sew, I top stitch on these two here, and then on this side, same thing to the main side. Going to trim the corners here. Chipmunk gonna love me. The right side of this out. That's the main side. The right side facing out. And then put it right on the lining. Make sure the the side matching with the side. On the top here, you're gonna sew all around the top, very close, all around the top. So everyone, after I sew all around the top, I'm gonna go and inside out this. You don't need to be fancy. You can hand sew, or you can go on the sewing machine, whatever works best for you. Just sew this opening space back. Sliced it and then I sew this together. So now I'm gonna go and press on the side so I can stuck the lining inside so we can top stitch this. Go top stitch around. So when you top stitch, you're going to do another one like a quarter up and ends around. So you do twice. I did it one just to show you. I did the quarter up and ends down, and then now I'm gonna go to the lace on top of the lace and go around one more time. So I'm gonna do like this. One time, two times, and three. And you need two. You can cut shorter if you want to, but okay. So I'm gonna go one side to the other side, and then I go wrap around twice. So this one you start from here, you go around, and the second one you're gonna start from this and go on around and come in here. That everyone, let me just show you how big this is. This is 6 inches and down 5. So like that, it's cute. You can put anything in here you want. I'm just giving you an idea how to do this, but I don't have anything in here. I'm in the basement, so I don't know what I put in there. I'm gonna put some fabric in there. Look at the lace and everything. How beautiful. How cute this is. Look at this. Look at this, everyone. How adorable. Just like so. So what? You feel free to add it right here. Okay, before this is the third one, everyone, and this is one that I cut from the scrap fabric, and this is I cut in 3 inches by 20 inches. Fold it in half and then a quarter up and inseam allowance. You're gonna sew the straight line all the way. And then I have the elastic in here. I wrap around my arm this way, my hand right around the thumb area. So this is 1 inch and a quarter. your hand so I overlap about half an inch like this. One go on top of like the other one, and then I'm going to hand sew this elastic. Then here I'm going to fold it in. Right here I'm gonna fold it in about, you do about 1/4 of an inch. Just stuck that in so like that, and then you're gonna bring the other side over and stuck it right inside of this. You can hand sew, or you can go on the sewing machine and sew this side.